Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And it's Tuesday night, and you know what that means. It's time for the NXT Event Center. And here's the man that will bring you all that has happened on NXT, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Let's get right into it. Let's dive right into it. Tonight was the final NXT before Vengeance Day. It's also it was the second part of the Royal Rumble Fallout because 4 NXT superstars currently on the roster have made their royal appearance in the Royal Rumble. First one was Braun Breaker, who had an impressive showing to the Royal Rumble to the point that Nick Aldis decided to call Braun Breaker. I wonder what that's all about. Then Carmelo Hayes, once again, after making his SmackDown debut, I think a few weeks ago. Also, part of the Royal Rumble matchup, pretty impressive. On the women's side, the lovely young Roxanne Perez made her second Rumble appearance, and she had a good showing. And also, for the very first time, Tiffany Stratton made her Royal Rumble debut, coming in at number 29. And she had a decent showing as well. But however, this is also the final NXT episode. And this is the first ever pay-per-view under the new general management of Ava Raine. And I'll tell you what, becoming the youngest general manager. And also, Ava is now the first fourth-generation superstar appearing on WWE TV. As you know, she is the great-granddaughter of the High Chief Pierre Maivia, the granddaughter of Soulman Rocky Johnson, and also obviously the daughter of The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Now that Ava is now trying to find her footing as a general manager. Give her some time, guys, for her promos and everything else like that. And before you know it, give her a few years, and she'll be as great as her father. You know, I got a good feeling about that. But, you know, wrestling-wise, though, I'm sure she's probably working on it. Probably was injured. So who knows what's going to happen. They got her a role on TV. Let's see how she does with this and deals with this and how. Let her run with it. Let her walk first. Let her walk before she runs. You know, everybody likes to jump to conclusions, which drives me crazy, you know, especially on the internet nowadays. But anyways, so we're going to talk about Vengeance Day 2024. I'm going to give you the card right now. Here's what's going on. The NXT title will be on the line as Ilya Dragunov will defend the gold against Trick Williams. That's going to be a heck of a matchup. Also, the North American title will be on the line as newcomer Obafemi, the new champion, who won the Breakout Tournament, cashed in on Dragon Lee, and Dragon Lee is getting his rematch for the North American title. So then you got the women's title on the line. Lyra Valkyria will defend the gold against Roxanne Perez. How's Tatum Paxley going to get involved in this? But will Lola Vice try to cash in her breakout contract? We shall see. The Dusty Classic Tag Team Final. As you know, Trick Williams will be pulling double duty this Sunday night as he teams up with Carmelo Hayes against the team of Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin. The heck of a team those two make. 6-person tag, you got the D'Angelo family. Forget about it. The NXT Tag Team Champions, Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo, teaming up with the very lovely and tough Adriana Rizzo to go up against OTM Out the Mud. That's the team of Bronco Nima, Lucian Price, and Jada Parker with Scripps in their corner. And then a no disqualification match just happened last night. This was not happened last night, but it's official that Dijak goes one-on-one with the very, very crazy Joe Gacy. Crazy Gacy. That's what I can call him. Hashtag Crazy Gacy, because he is nuts. All right. Let's see how this develops here. I'm gonna go. I am a right hand. When I write right-handed. You know, I'm ambidextrous in a few things like throwing a football both left and right-handed, and I bat left and right. So let's see what develops here. All right, we'll start off with Ilya Dragunov, Trick Williams. I get a hunch that Dragunov will retain. Let's see. You know, a lot of people have taken a liking to Trick Williams I'm one of those good people. And, and also I like Ilya Dragunov. I like his chance here. Trick Williams has got a lot going on. His mind's been conflicted. I think that will cost him in the end against Ilya Dragunov. Now, Obafemi and Dragon Lee. Now, Dragon Lee's on the SmackDown roster now. I don't see Dragon Lee retaining, but getting the title, but Obafemi will retain. Obafemi will retain because he's got that power, man. And I'll tell you one thing, Obafemi can be nasty. All right, now, Lyra Valkyria and Roxanne Perez. Now, this one is a tough one. I have a hunch that Roxanne Perez will be, once again, the NXT Women's Champion. I love Lyra Valkyria, but I think Tatum Paxley will probably cost Lyra Valkyria the title, and they'll start a feud with those two. But I see Roxanne Perez winning the title. Now, this is a tough one. Carmelo Hayes versus Trick and Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, the Trick Mello Gang, versus the Wolf Dogs, in case Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker. Oh boy, this is a tough one. Hayes and Williams had that chemistry, but lately there's some tension going on. There you got Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker. There's some tension going on there. But I think Hayes and Williams will have a miscommunication that's going to cost them in the end. And I'd pick Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker as the 2024 Dusty Classic Tag Team winners of the tournament. So there's that. Now you get the family versus OTM. Now here's the deal. I'm picking OTM to win this, and I'll tell you why. Scripps will probably get involved in the matchup. And like I said, Scripps will probably get involved, and it will cost the family in the matchup unless the family has another ace up their sleeve. Who knows for sure? OTM will get the Duke there and possibly get another tag team title shot. And finally, Dijak versus Joe Gacy. I'm picking my boy from Massachusetts, Dijak, to win it. Now also, there's a big huge deal that the ladies of Chase U calendar will be on sale starting this Sunday at Vengeance Day to save. And JC Jane had a plan about this to save Chase U, and that's the case. And Andre Chase has made her a member of Chase U. I think she's good. So this could be good, and it'll be, if they had the Women's Dusty Classic, you're gonna see JC Jane and Thea Hale as a team. You know what I like to see as a team in the Dusty Classic? I like to see Nikita Lyons and Gigi Dolan, the Dangerous Curves, I like to call them. And if they decide to put those two together, I'm calling them the Dangerous Curves. That's me, because they got curves and they're very dangerous in the ring. Trust me on that one. Yeah, so let's go over the card one more time. And again, NXT title on the line. Ilya Dragunov versus Trick Williams. I see Dragunov retaining because I think Carmelo Hayes is going to stab poor Trick Williams in the back. Hope that's not the case. The North American title on the line. Obafemi versus Dragon Lee. I see Femi retaining over Lee. Women's title, Lyra Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez. I see Perez as once again the champion for a second time. The Dusty Classic Tag Team Tournament Final. Trick Mello Gang versus the Wolf Dogs. I see the Wolf Dogs come out on top. That's Corbin and Breaker. 6-person tag, the family versus OTM. Scripps is going to get involved, giving OTM the Duke over the family. And finally, no DQ. Dijak versus Joe Gacy. I see Dijak coming out on top in that matchup. So that's my early call on that. Where's my? There we go. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of craziness in the NXT Vengeance Day. I probably will have to repeat my predictions on Rant and Rave this coming Thursday, the first Rant and Rave of February 2024. That's how it's going to be. So, that is all the time we have on this great show. As you know, as you know, like I said, the final episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans for January 2024 will be the next episode. So, yeah, I had a great. So I'm hoping to watch. I believe. Let's see what's coming up next. And tomorrow will be the first Network Throwdown Thursday of February 2024. I believe Chilling with Jordy has moved to tonight due to the fact that they're having the award show of Chilling 3000 award show this coming Friday. We're all going to be tuning in there. Also, let's see. We have TNA Event Center. A lot of changes happening there with Trinity now leaving, going back to the WWE. We just saw her on the bump. So, what brand she's going to end up in and who is she going to challenge? We'll find out. But for right now, we're going to have some fun and do one more episode of the show. So, until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.